Alright folks, episode 4 of From is where everything hits the fan. And I mean everything. This is the episode that shows just how far people will go when they're pushed to their breaking point. We pick up right where episode 3 left off with Sarah, completely under the influence of those voices. She's convinced that sacrificing someone will save everyone else, and the voices have chosen their target. Ethan, the Matthews family's little boy. Sarah genuinely believes she's doing the right thing, which makes it even more terrifying. Meanwhile, Jim is losing his mind trying to find a way out of this town. He's become obsessed with the idea that there has to be a logical explanation and a scientific solution. He starts exploring the forest with some other residents, convinced that if they just map everything out, they'll find the exit. But this place doesn't follow normal rules, and Jim's rational approach is useless here. Boyd's dealing with a full-blown crisis. He's trying to keep the peace while people are starting to panic and turn on each other. The death of Father Khatri has left everyone feeling hopeless, and Boyd's struggling to maintain his authority when he doesn't have real answers either. The episode really dives into the backstory of some residents. We learn more about Kenny's family and how they ended up here. His mom's condition is getting worse, and she keeps reliving the trauma of losing her daughter. It's heartbreaking watching Kenny try to care for her while dealing with his own grief and fear. Tabitha starts having these strange experiences where she's drawn to certain parts of the town. She's seeing things that others can't see, and it's becoming clear that some people might be more sensitive to whatever supernatural force controls this place. These visions are leading her towards some kind of truth, but they're also putting her in danger. The colony house is falling apart. Donna's trying to keep everyone together, but people are getting desperate and starting to make dangerous decisions. Some residents want to venture out at night, thinking they can fight the creatures. Others want to try radical experiments to test the boundaries of their prison. Victor becomes more important in this episode. He's been leaving these cryptic drawings around town, and finally someone realizes they're not just random scribbles. They're maps and warnings about the town's history. Victor has witnessed things that others haven't survived to tell about, and his drawings are like a survival guide written by someone who's completely lost his mind. The big climax comes when Sarah actually tries to carry out what the voices told her to do. She approaches Ethan with the intention of killing him, fully believing this sacrifice will set everyone free. The scene is absolutely terrifying because Sarah isn't a monster. She's a broken person who's been manipulated by something evil. Boyd has to make an impossible choice. He spent the whole series trying to protect everyone and keep the community together, but now one of his own people has become the threat. The confrontation between Boyd and Sarah is brutal because they both think they're doing the right thing. Jim and Tabitha are forced to confront the reality that their family isn't safe, even from the other residents. The paranoia and fear that's been building finally explodes, and everyone realizes that the town's influence isn't just about the creatures at night, it's about turning people against each other. The episode ends with devastating consequences from Sarah's actions. The community is shattered, trust is broken, and everyone's forced to face the fact that the real enemy might not just be the monsters outside, but what this place does to people's minds. What makes this episode so powerful is showing how good people can be driven to do terrible things when they're desperate and manipulated. Sarah isn't evil. She's a victim of whatever malevolent force controls the town, but that doesn't make her any less dangerous. It's psychological horror at its finest,